So we had Frank Martin on the show. Yeah. Weeks back, the Ghost. He mentioned a couple of his big wins. He beat Virgil Ortiz Jr. in the amateurs. Another guy beat in the amateurs or fought. Abraham Nova, who fought yesterday. Abraham Nova.
With the Howard Eastman beard.
Yeah, and he also has his own mascot, which I told Shawn I would have been comfortable being that mascot.
Man.
When Shawn was fighting, I would have been out there just dancing.
Classic.
It was unbelievable. He's out there walking them out, throwing punches.
But this is what we say about the young guys all the time. They're making the sport exciting.
Coming up with some fun stuff.
Porterweight podcast, making boxing exciting.
Yeah.
I like that.
He looked good
afterwards.
hell of
a beard, too.
Yeah. Afterwards, he called out Emmanuel Navarrete, which I do not advise anybody doing.
He put
but
you.
I would love that fight.
How old is he?
28?
28?
Yeah, I was thinking like mid to late 20s. He's undefeated still.
Yeah.
Really fun fighter to watch. I don't think personally, of course, I'm biased, but I don't think he beats Navarrete, but it would be a fun fight for sure. And then the other fight,
he could do some damage. The way Joet Gonzalez is able to get in close, Christopher Diaz, they had their moments. He could have better moments than even they did, but still not win.
And he pretty much said, like, I have the firepower to match you. There was a funny moment afterwards where he is calling out Navarrete and spoke in Spanish, and Mark Kriegel's interviewing him.
Puerto Rico, Mexico.
And then he said something about what does it mean? And he starts talking about like the fight, and he said, no, like what you said. What does that mean? Because there was no translator. He just kind of said it to Navarrete. But main event was Joe Smith beat Stephen Giffard. I don't think the fight needs to be dissected too much, but overall, coming out of that fight, I don't know how I feel about Joe Smith, really.
It was a workman fight. He's a workman. It was a workman fight.
And he obviously is very powerful, wide punches. Like he's got thump. Like nobody will argue that. I just don't think like he beats any of the other champions at 175.
I feel like they tried to make that fight bigger than it was. And I feel like that's a stay busy fight.
Yeah, like he lost to Dimitri Bivol, and he said afterwards, I think I would do this, and this, and better. And I don't really think so. Like, I just think the way you beat a guy that throws wide punches, from my amateur perspective, is straight punches. Like, they're throwing wide punches, and you're able to get shots off in the middle and avoid. Like,
I didn't even look at him. I was like, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, like it seems like
that makes sense.
He's taking what because Keith told you last week. You was throwing wide. I was coming straight down.
I just think
we learn on this show.
Yeah. Knowledge is power. But I just think like if he's throwing these wide punches, I don't see how he clipped him, Bivol. Like he did hurt him, but.
Yeah, well, what he is, but I definitely want to give Joe this. He's a smarter fighter than he was when he knocked out Bernard Hopkins to get on the set or to get on the scene.
Knocked out, you mean knocked out of the ring?
Yes, a 50.
He pushed me.
Yeah. When he defeated when he defeated the greatest champion with the most longevity in boxing. When he beat the greatest, oldest fighter of all time.
Big Bernard fan.
All day.
Did rock him proud.
He did, but actually he beat Fonfara by first round knockout to get on right before that. But I definitely want to say, I think this Joe Smith would have beat that Joe Smith. He is more intelligent, and the problem is for him. Carson mentioned some of it is the hand speed, like some of the things he's working on that he is getting better at. That you can see him and his trainers have made a concerted effort, and you see the improvement. It's just at the top level. I don't think those improvements work as well because the hand speed ultimately. He's stuck with the hand speed. He's got cement in his hands and he's got cement in his jaw.
Yeah.
He's a strong guy. He's a tough guy. And what I did like about him working on his boxing, he's not going to outbox Bivol. So he's going to run into a dead end there. But against Beterbiev, he probably does need to learn to box a little bit better and can't just go as strong as he is. He can't just go slug it out with Arthur Beterbiev. Yeah. So maybe the style that he is improving with can pay some dividends in a matchup with Beterbiev, who's not the fastest guy in the world either. He is faster than Joe Smith, but he's knocked out anyone he's ever fought. I don't know if you could knock out Joe Smith. He seems like a pretty tough cookie to crack in terms of stopping him. And so that is a good fight. And what he was working on with Stephen Giffard probably will benefit his chances against Arthur Beterbiev stylistically. And then as for Stephen Giffard, I thought he did a good job on 8 days' notice. Yeah. A guy who's only had like 3 fights in the last 5 years. And
had never gone, I think his longest fight was 8 rounds. So
yeah.
He had never gone to 9 rounds. Get stopped in the 9th round.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG, Ant with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again. All right.
Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson A. Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.